What did you say? I ain't right. So they got some shave ice out here for it. I might go to that shit.
Man, this is funny as I don't know what, but welcome, everybody, to a quick Thursday morning edition of No Balls, No Glory. I'm your man, the people's champ, and I got my brother Wes Tins at the gig, baby. He up there at the gig, finna slide on and off real quick. Wes, what's up, baby? Wes must be in that break room talking his talk. My boy. What's up, everybody, man?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, man? Goddamn it on. You know I'm on here with Cuz for a couple minutes, man. I'm at the workout getting it in, man. Yeah, you already know I'm in here talking this shit, man.
I already know Wes in there talking this talk, baby. Hey, y'all ain't gonna
Trying to
slow
give me
him
some
up.
shade. You ain't get no shave ice. Y'all ain't get no shaved ice.
Wes at the
Oh,
gig
okay.
finna get some
Is
shaved
that good?
ice. That
All
shaved ice,
right.
hey Wes, that shaved ice
Uh-huh.
good as I don't know what.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
That Kona shaved ice. Oh man, you gotta get it, dog. It's good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna need a spoon too, man. So
You gonna have to. You gonna have to get it,
I
man. I'm
don't want to
telling you.
leave all sticky.
Oh yeah, that Kona shaved ice is the real deal, partner. Man, what's up, Wes? My man. That's my boy, man. Wes Tid in the building, baby. Just up here, just chilling with my brother Wes while he at the gig. He finna slide off in
Man,
a
what
second.
what what what, what first lady at, man?
Man, I'm trying to see where the first lady at, man.
There you go. You know you gotta call her personally, man.
I'm finna put her on the phone right now. I'm finna put her out here. CC, where she at? CC, the first lady. Here we go. I'm gonna see what she got to say. She gonna probably cuss, man. All right, here we go. Here we go. CC, the first lady. Watch this. Watch it. Watch it. No, I'm not gonna lie with you. CC, the first lady, is on with us. Me and West End is live. He say call the first lady.
I'm
What's up,
saying,
C?
I'm here at the workhouse, first lady tuning in. You hear?
Hey, West, tell her again. West, where you at?
At the workhouse, man, getting in like playing, man. You hear me? The last day they trying to goddamn give us some shave ice and all this old shit. I'm sure gonna get some. You mean?
West 10 at the gig finna get him some
Hey,
Kona
man, it's
shaved
4th of
ice and
July
stuff.
though weekend, man. You hear me? We got a weekend.
Getting ready
I
for
hope
the
y'all have a
weekend.
good one, man.
West 10 getting that shaved ice, that Kona shaved ice, baby.
Oh, shit, what a spoon is. Oh,
CC, the
okay.
first
I
lady, is
showed you the
on
spoon.
the phone with us live, y'all. CC, the first lady in the building. All right. Hey, look at YouTube, and that's gonna answer your question. I'm in the building, baby. Here we go. Yes. Where you at? Oh, she at work. Oh, she called me Tommy too, and I still got my do rag on. You dig? Boy. She say, I'm Tommy. I ain't got no job, baby. I'm finna talk about a little bit of this sports that's going on and stuff. You dig? Oh man, I don't even know what's going on, man. I'm finna let CC get settled at her job. Dang, ain't nothing happened. Oh, hey man, she is crazy. I am gonna talk about Bronny and speculation about LeBron being traded. So, CC, if you get settled, I'm on here. I'm finna talk to the good people, and we're gonna make it do what it do, baby. Bye. CC, the first lady, was with us, y'all. She say this Negro, the people's champ, is out his mind. But hey, it is what it is. Man, just gonna talk to you a little bit real quickly about some sports today. My man West 10, man.
People chill, but this is our first AM episode. Cause
Yes.
I don't think I done woke up yawning on this motherfucker before.
West said, I don't think I woke up yawning, baby. Yeah. I think this is the first AM, man. I think this is our first AM, dog.
But that's what's up, man. July, 4th of July, day before the 4th of July, man. First AM show, man, to let y'all know. God damn it, have a happy 4th safe. And do not be drinking, because these boys is out here with, man, trying to catch somebody, trying to fuck up somebody goddamn weekend. So don't
Hey,
y'all ever
man,
do it.
you already know, man. You already know they ready to crash people, man. Man, they ready to crash people, man. And that's crazy. That is crazy, man. Watch them fireworks too, man. They got to be safe. Tell them West 10, watch them fireworks, baby. They got to be safe.
Yeah, watch them works, man. I'm telling you, man. That's how it is.
Man,
Gotta give me a cigarette break, man, before I go on in, man. But y'all be cool, man. I'll holler at you, cuz I'll try to tune back in with you in a few. You heard me.
all right, West dog. My man West at the gig. Get the smoke break on before he get back in and punch the clock, baby. That's what I'm talking about. My man West 10, boy. The original, you heard me. I love it, man. I love it. I love it. Man, a lot going on in the world of sports, man. I'm finna tag these guys in here so they can have it. Post it to the channel and stuff, man. Man, it is what it is, man. I'm should have did this last night, but prior obligations, man. Prior obligations. Uh the Lord. The Lord is my obligation, man. So I had to make sure my duties with the Lord was taken care of last night, you dig? And I got you dig for my boy. Shout out to my boy Guy Bonner, man. GB. That's his word, favorite words. You dig? But we finna jump on in here and talk about a little bit of these sports that's going on in everybody's world today. And just make you think, man. Hey, just make you think, man. Just sports. Holiday coming up. And people starting tomorrow, I think people are gonna be able to sign. And free agents gonna be able to sign. So that's gonna be even better, man. When you see these people signing and stuff, it's gonna be a lot of people signing, man. A whole lot of people getting their sign on. Football, basketball, everybody signing, man. They trying to get these deals in place, get their people in place, man, for the season come up, man. Cause football season is right around the corner. End of the month, we'll be starting mini camps. You start camps, not mini camps. You'll be starting regular football camps at the end of the month, man. So it's gonna be a lot of things that's cracking and stuff, man, at the end of the month. It's gonna be a lot of things going on in the world of sports. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun, man. And I say a lot of fun, you ain't gonna be able to want to miss a lot of stuff that's going on, man. So I'm excited about it. I'm just really excited about it. It will be fun. It will be it's just gonna be fun after fun after fun, man. we won't miss the fun, man. That's gonna be and everything. So man, we go I ain't gonna be on here for a long time. Uh just go chop it up about a little bit of sports that's in the building that we're gonna talk about. Some sports talk. I missed you guys last night. We got some sports stuff that's going on today. The day before the holiday, man. Coach Corey say, stop lying on the Lord. Coach Corey, don't do me like that, baby. Jump on in here like West 10. Make a cameo. West 10 made a cameo, man. He say, peekaboo, and slid up out of there, man. I love it, man. Coach Corey say, stop lying. Man, I love it, man. My brother, hey, one thing about the crew here at No Balls, No Glory. Every opportunity they get, they go bust my chops. They not gonna hold back on me, and that's why I love. They know we just go at each other 24/7. We just stay after each other, man. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. I love the crew, man. They something else, man. They are good peoples, though. They are good peoples, man. So what's going on in sports? This is a whole new day. This is Thursday, July the 3rd, 2025. We got sports on top of sports, man. So let's just jump off into it, man. We're gonna hit our NBA up first. Nah, do I want to do NBA? NBA. Nah, yeah, NBA. We do a little bit of NBA first. Man, the Lakers are not staying still. They making a push. They're trying to make a move and stuff. The Lakers just signed DeAndre Ayton. He's going to join the Lakers on a 2-year deal. So DeAndre Ayton will be a Laker this year. Just signed a 2-year deal. 2-year deal. How much is that deal worth? Around $34 million. Yep. Ayton will earn $34 million next season. So got a 2-year deal with the Lakers, man. So that's they moving in the right direction, trying to make a move in the right direction and everything. But DeAndre Ayton will be a Laker next year. Will that be the rim protector they need? I don't know, because DeAndre Ayton, if you guys know, DeAndre Ayton stays hurt. And that's the thing. Jay, what's up, man? My boy, that deal, no deal, is in the building with me, man. Jay, if you at work, man, let me know if you're at work, man. If you want to jump on with your boy, man. But DeAndre Ayton, that's a pretty good signing. I agree with you, Jay. That's a good signing, but he has to stay healthy. Ayton has to stay healthy, man. If he don't stay healthy, that's gonna be an issue, man. Everybody, that's gonna be an issue. If DeAndre Ayton don't stay healthy, that's gonna be a mute signing, because you're gonna need something else to go along with DeAndre Ayton. I think you need one more piece, man. You need one more piece. And yeah, you need. Oh, Jay said he had the gig, but he tuned in. That's what's up, Jay. You locked in, my brother. Hey, but that's what make it like it is, man. He has got to stay healthy. And if you just do an overhaul of the Lakers roster, we fall short in a couple places. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We fall short in a couple places. Just based off our roster itself, man. You got Luka, Reeves, Hachimura, LeBron, and Ayton now. I think we need a 3, man. I like Hachimura. I think he's better coming off the bench. I think we need a solid 3. Because if that's the case, you can run a 3 guard, and gotta look at it too, man. Dame Dollar's still out there, man, because he was released. They released Dame in Minnesota. I don't know what they were smoking, but they released Dame in Milwaukee, not Minnesota, but Milwaukee. They released Dame in Milwaukee So Dame is available. Dame with Luka, LeBron, Reeves, that ain't bad, man. That ain't bad. And you can afford to have Dame get himself together and stuff. And that may stop the talks of LeBron probably trying to go somewhere else. Because that's been one of the things that they're talking about too. And man, that's gonna be one of the things because I don't know if LeBron has a no trade clause, but that's the thing, you don't know. And then that's causing speculation. Now, this is the $1 million question. If the Lakers trade LeBron James, what happens to Bronny? Will Bronny be thrown in the deal with LeBron? Because that's the only stipulation he won't for real is his son with him. So if you trade LeBron, it's almost imperative that you trade Bronny right along with him. Because if LeBron is traded and Bronny won't be there by himself because the team will flat out just release Bronny. So I think they need to probably do something with LeBron. They need to do something with LeBron. They need to do something with Bronny because if Bron ain't there, man, that's gonna be the problem right there. Bron is not there. The Lakers just not gonna keep Bronny. Let's just call it like it is, man. The Lakers will not just keep Bronny. So LeBron ain't with them. The Lakers will not keep Bronny. That's just the harsh reality of it, man. Bronny will not be there if his dad's not there. The Lakers will give him a flat out release. Wow. That is crazy, man. Also, in other news, the New York Knicks is getting ready to sign CC Boy. They finna sign CC Boy. Mike Brown. Mike Brown was a key part of those. He was assistant coach on them Golden State Warrior championship teams and everything. He's a 2-time coach of the year. He's a good coach, man. He coached in Cleveland, he coached LeBron. He also coached in Sacramento. And Mike Brown knows his stuff. Mike Brown knows his stuff, man. And I think and this is a good brother. I think he deserves another opportunity because he knows basketball. And then by him being out there in Golden State, he also adopted a winning mentality. Because you being around winners and stuff, that's all you're going to really adopt is that winning mentality. So Mike Brown will be the next head coach of the New York Knicks. But now, with him taking on this job, it's going to come a lot of pressure. You in New York. I'm surprised they fired Tibbs. But, you got to make adjustments. And one thing about Mike Brown, when he coaches, he makes adjustments. So now the pressure is going to come on. They didn't have a bad team. Do they need other pieces? If would KD have pushed him over the top? Because if you would have traded KD, you're going to have to get rid of Carl Anthony. There ain't no doubt about that. You're going to have to get rid of Towns if you go trade for KD. But they made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Not a bad squad. But they need somebody something that's going to get them over the hump because the East is going to be open next year, man. That's just flat out how it is. The East will be open all next year. So now you got the East and you got teams like Philadelphia that's coming back. Man, I don't care what nobody say, man. Philadelphia, if Paul George and Joel Embiid comes back with Maxey and they draft picks that they have, the Philadelphia 76ers have a strong chance of making it to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. I don't care what nobody say. If they come back, like I said, if they come back, if you can get some out of Paul George and Embiid right along with Tyrese Maxey, oh, man. And then you got to sit back and look. They drafted the kid out of Baylor, the swing man out of Baylor, VJ Edgecombe. Man, that if you ain't never seen that kid can flat out score. I seen him at Baylor put buckets up. So then they're gonna have Kelly Oubre McLean coming off the bench. Man, you got Grind. Oh man, Andre Drummond. They got some things, man. They got some things, man. If this team can stay healthy, Maxey, Paul George, and Indeed, they can be in the Eastern Conference Finals next year, man. But the thing is, they got to stay healthy, man. Them guys got to stay healthy, man. Also, you got teams like the Miami Heat. You got teams like the Miami Heat that's going to make a strong push next year. Hell, you got the Detroit Pistons. They spent a lot of the season without they had injuries to some of their players and stuff. Jaden Ivey, little Jaden was injured and everything. And when they come back, I mean, you got a good squad, man. You got Caden Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Ausar Thompson, Tobias, Jalen Green. This is a good, young, scary team in Detroit. I think they're gonna make a deeper playoff run next year with a healthy Jalen Ivey, along with Cade Cunningham, Ausar Thompson, Tobias. They're gonna make a very good, strong playoff run next year, man. I think so, man. They will make a very strong playoff run next year. Then they got guys like Malik Beasley that's going to be there too. Tim Hardaway Jr., Ron Harper Jr., who they just drafted. Man, the Pistons going to be all right next year, man. I don't care what nobody say. The Pistons going to be all right next year. And I predict they will probably make it out the first round and possibly lose in the second round. Or if they catch fire, these young guys could possibly make it to the Eastern Conference Finals too as well. And I'm saying that because you don't know. Well, we know Boston, they without Jason Tatum. Milwaukee is just getting rid of everybody. So it's a good possibility, man, that this Detroit Pistons team can make a good, strong, solid playoff run. But right now, I mean, the East, like I said, the East is open, man. It's open for the taking. So New York may possibly come in as a front runner. Then because they went to the finals last year and they returning everybody. But then you got teams like the 76ers. You got teams like the Detroit Pistons. You got teams like the Miami Heat. Don't sleep on the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic have a good young team, man. Do not sleep on them boys, man. Don't sleep on them boys in Orlando, man. They got a good, solid young team in Orlando. Cleveland, you can't sleep on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They have a good, strong team too as well. So you got a lot of these good, strong teams that's out there in the East. Like I say, it's open. And then the Pacers, it's like they rebuilding because now Halliburton is going to be missed for the whole season. And I don't think Pascal Siakam can lead that team by itself. Drop in the comments. Do you think that they can do it? Pure point guard. Yeah, you're right, Jay. Cade Cunningham is going to be one of the best point guards in the league. Pure point guard. You're right. Hey, just silky smooth.
Question.
Yes.
Let me you got Peacock, right? Send me the Peacock.
Everybody, I'm in the middle of a show, son. Get your naked chest up out of here, buddy. Get up out of here. All right, man. I'm sorry, y'all. My son just popped in the gig, man, being nosy and stuff. But like I say, you got those teams out there that's just balling out. Like I say, that Cade, though, man. Cade is gonna be tough, man. Cade with that Detroit team, with you got Malik Beasley coming off, leading that second team. Cade and Jaden Ivey. Man, this team gonna be tough. The Pistons, one of my sleeper teams next year in the East, man. The Pistons and the Philadelphia 76ers if they stay healthy. So those are two of my sleeper teams out the East. But the East is wide open, man. The East is wide open, man. So you got that's going on as well. What else? What else? Dante Exum, he's gonna return back to the Mavericks for a 1-year deal and everything. Dante Exum's go run the point until Kyrie is back healthy, and that's not a bad pickup neither. Dante Exum is a solid. He's gonna get you some assists. He can get some buckets at times and everything. Uh, Still a little young guy, 29 years old. Uh, he go be a formidable. He gonna be very formidable to Kyrie gets back at 100%. So uh, they got him. They got him to go along with that young killer squad they got, man. I'm telling you, that's gonna be they go when they get Kyrie back full throttle and everybody start locking in and playing together. That's gonna be a problem for a lot of teams, man. That Dallas team gonna be some problems. So you got all of these, man. Uh, you got all of these things that's getting ready to go on and stuff, man. And it's just sports is sports, man. I mean, you gotta love NBA, man, because all these changes, moving, shaking free agencies and everything. You got some people that still getting ready to make some moves. You got some people that still being able to make some moves. Jokic, and this is one thing don't forget about. Jokic is coming up on being able to opt out because I know the Nuggets can give Jokic the super max, but Jokic and Luka are very good friends. Could you imagine if Jokic decided he wanted to go play with Luka in LA? Now this gonna be post LeBron. LeBron gonna be gone, but if Jokic and Luka decide they want to play together in LA, that would be scary as well. Because the best market for Luka right now is LA. Because you're gonna get money, you're gonna get endorsements, you're gonna be the next best thing since sliced bread if you're in LA. So Luka should definitely stay re-signed for the max, super max. Next year he'll probably be eligible for the super max because that's Luka. If he stays healthy, he would definitely be able to get that super max deal. So I'm pulling for Luka, man. Stay healthy and stuff because when he's healthy, he a walking triple double, man. If you guys know about basketball, Luka's a walking triple double all day, every day, and you know that Luka's a walking triple double. So triple double ain't nothing for Luka to get, man. And like I said, a lot of teams they looking at their bottom line and stuff, man. Like I told you guys the other day, Shea just signed a 4-year. What was that deal Shea just signed? 4-year, 200 and what was it? 4 years. I'm gonna tell you guys because I just had those numbers and everything, which was really it just threw me for a loop, man. Because I'm like, dude, this dude signed. It was like 72 some million. So it was like 280 some million. Yep, 280 some million. 280 some million for 4 years. So that's roughly around $71 million a year that Shea SGA go get, man. So man, that money, hey, you paying that person 4 years, you paying them $250 million. Let's look at it. $250 million you paying SGA. Quarter bill. Man, these guys this money is just crazy. And which turns around and this is what makes the NBA, the NFL just really just be upset because they looking at these crazy contracts of Major League Baseball and looking at the NBA contracts and they say, man, they don't have that fully guaranteed. NBA, MLB, fully guaranteed contracts. When Shohei signed that 10-year, $755 million contract, all $755 million will be fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. And he did something smart. He deferred at least, I think he deferred like 700. I mean, He deferred a good chunk of it. I think he deferred like 600 of it. He deferred like 600 million of that. That's gonna be locked in an interest account. By the time I finish gaining interest and stuff, and he able to really tap into it, Shohei, that money be worth almost $1 billion, man. You can't be mad at him, man. Hey, you look at it, it's a strategic game, man. If you find out you don't need it because that's your salary. If you're living off these endorsements, you're getting these big endorsements, you're getting $25 million a year in endorsements. Hey, you know what the other $75 million a year you getting? Bank that. Hey, you can live off the endorsement checks. You don't have to worry about going out to eat because if you're a pro athlete and you're a well-known pro athlete, wherever you go to the restaurant to eat, they go comp your meal. You just turn around and you're gonna probably leave a $200-300 tip for the waiter or waitress. But those are the things that you have to. Those are things you encounter by being a pro athlete and everything. Spencer Dinwiddie just signed a 1-year deal, going to the Charlotte Hornets and everything. Just a little bitty knick-knack signings and everything. But the biggest thing was Aiden, that 2-year deal with the Lakers, and Mike Brown going to the Knicks to take on that job as a head coach. So those are some of our quick rundowns in the NBA. NFL quick rundowns, man. Oh, man. Ooh-wee. What we got in the NFL, man? We already talked about the other night about the Steelers and the Dolphins making a trade, Jalen Ramsey and Jonnu Smith for Minkah Fitzpatrick. I want to know what everybody think about that trade, man, because I got some opinions about that trade because because you think about it with that trade. Coach Corey in the building. What's up, Coach Corey? My man.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Can you hear me, man? I'm having some computer difficulties, but I hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, man.
Good. I had to jump on here and bail you out because you're struggling this morning, man. You didn't let the Lord get in here and say,
don't do that, Coach. Don't do that.
And you done jumped on her this morning struggling, man. You're on her struggling. So I said, man, I gotta jump on here and save no balls, no glory from this boy this morning.
Hey, Coach, you came in like the stimulus plan. You bailed me out, didn't you?
Well, I had to come bail you out because you in here having a real hard time this morning, man, and you got the Lord. You got the Lord hemmed up.
Yeah, I got the Lord hemmed up.
He got the Lord hemmed up this morning. So good morning, everybody, man. I'm here to help out the people's champ, man. He is struggling, man. Let me get my background together so I can be no balls, no glory too, because this boy is wilding out.
Hey, Coach, I like that Tupac shirt, dog. I like that. Where you get that at, man? I'm feeling that, dog.
Man, this is my Tupac.
I can't believe you are still on her.
This is my Tupac Dodger shirt, man. I got my Dodger shirt on because I want to shout out Mr. Kershaw for getting his 3,000.
I was just going to talk about that 3,000 strikeout
last night. Good morning, First Lady. I'm glad you jumped on here too, because we had to bail the people's champ out this morning because he on here lying about the Lord and his reason for not being on here last night. And he was struggling this morning.
You on here lying on Jesus again.
He was on the struggle bus this morning.
I am not learning about Jesus, man.
He was talking in circles and he was and a whole lot. And where I come from, and a whole lot, that means you could be lying. So I said, let me jump on.
It was no, it was no line. I was just sharing with them about the NBA, and then we segued on over to the NFL. We recanted the trade with the Dolphins and the Steelers about Jonnu and what's his name? Jonnu and Jalen Ramsey for Minkah. And I thought that the Steelers won that trade because they got Jonnu, which is like another receiver. to
Yeah.
go along with Jalen Ramsey. Still got some juice in the tank, some tread on the tires at corner and everything. And Minkah is not the healthiest, but when he healthy, Minkah dog.
Minkah dog.
So I think the Steelers really came out good in this deal because
Minkah and Jalen Ramsey, if Jalen is motivated, kind of cancel each other out. It's like swap.
Yes,
it's like a swap. It's like a swap. And at some point, you look at kind of what Philadelphia does.
Mm-hmm.
You notice the Eagles don't hold on to players too long on the defensive side of the ball.
No.
But they draft well defensively. They always get some dogs on the defensive, and they keep their defense young, athletic, and that way they can spend the money where they need to spend the money at, because they got a lot of rookie contracts and a lot of that stuff. So you ain't got a lot of people. You ain't got people on the defensive side of the ball just begging for their payday. So. You gotta kind of look at the fact that Minkah's starting to get older, and you got Joey Porter Jr. Now you got Benny Bishop. You gotta start getting some younger blood in there, because thanks to the dang on Cleveland Browns, I'm still gonna be salty about that until for the duration.
Why? Because they felt loyalty to Myles Garrett and gave him all that money. That's what you do when you're loyal to somebody. You pay them.
No,
you got to think about it. Look at the last couple of years when Kobe was with the Lakers and stuff. We know Kobe wasn't Kobe like back in the day, but they showed loyalty to Kobe, and they paid Kobe.
It's loyalty, and it's resetting the market.
Yeah,
right.
Jeremy jumped in. He said, "I love the Jonnu trade because they needed another weapon for Rodgers and that offense. Jalen Ramsey trade, I'm indifferent about because Minkah's a stud too, and they kind of wash each other out. Ramsey is older than Minkah too, so Ramsey is a little bit older than Minkah too on that trade tip though.
But you got to remember that Minkah is going to a defense that he's familiar with, and by him being a little younger, that core, he can kind of mentor into that defense, where they may have a little more cohesion. Whether they're going to be good or not is still time will only tell. But he'll bring a little bit of leadership and familiarity with that defense that may be able to help them bond a little better and make that defense a little bit better. But they're going to need to play well offensively to make up that growing pain that defense is going to have.
Yeah, I do agree with you right there though, Coach. But then when you look at the Steelers, we forgot that the Steelers picked up Darius Slay too. They got Darius Slay, and then they still got Joey Porter Jr.
Yeah,
go along with Jalen Ramsey.
The Steelers' defense has never really been a problem. They've always been able to plug and play people.
Yeah,
their issue has been offensively. They haven't been.
They haven't been. But you know what I can say, whether it works or not, because it all depends on. A lot of it depends on how much you can keep Aaron Rodgers upright, and if you can do it. But what I would say is, at the bare minimum, at least they are structuring the offense for a quarterback that's 40-some years old. You went and got Jonnu. You got solid tight ends. You're strong at the tight end position, so you're giving this man the weapons he needs if he got to get the ball out quickly. Because that's the only way you keep an aging quarterback upright is you can't have him sitting back there in that pocket trying to find open receivers down the field on every single play. You gotta have some people. You gotta have some people that can get open, short, middle of the field, and give him an outlet to get it to, and they can also get going too. So at the very least, instead of just we gonna throw this guy out there with what we got, and we ain't gonna get people to put around him that plays to his strengths, because a lot of that's been a problem too.
Right.
Man, I think when they got Jaylen Warren, one of their best pickups was when they drafted Caleb Johnson. Now, granted, he reminds you of he's built like Najee Harris, 6'2", 225, 229. He's built like him, but he has a lot better footwork than Najee.
Yeah.
He's a little bit more explosive than Najee and everything. And you got Jaylen Warren, which will help Rodgers. He's going to bail Rodgers out because Rodgers can just dump the ball off to Jaylen Warren, because that reminds him of how Aaron Jones was in Green Bay. When Rodgers got in trouble in Green Bay, boop, he dumped it right off to Aaron Jones. And Jaylen Warren is going to be that like Aaron Jones release valve for Rodgers and everything, which is go actually open it up for a lot of people, because now when they outside covering DK, Jonnu, Frymu, and Keenan Allen possibly, it's gonna be some. Jaylen Warren should have just a crazy season, man. But then Jaylen Warren won't have though when they get down in their red zone on the 3-4 yard line. Then they go to Caleb Johnson, the bigger, stronger back.
Well, here's the other thing you got to remember: Aaron Rodgers is coming off his second year since his injury.
Mm-hmm.
So he will be a little bit more mobile
than
he was last year.
Yeah.
And Aaron Rodgers moves to get rid of the ball, as when the last two quarterbacks panicked and just kind of and just gave up on the play. Aaron Rodgers is not going to bail and put himself in harm's way. He's going to bail and try to keep the play alive for that extra 1 or 2 seconds, and then he's going to get rid of the ball. He's going
to get the ball. He'll rather
dump it off. He's not going to allow all the traffic around him to get to him.
And he's not going to throw it in harm's way.
Where Russell Wilson and Justin Fields last year, when everything broke down, they just kind of tucked it and ran or panicked and tried to force balls in places. Aaron Rodgers is not that guy. He is very aware of what he's capable of and what he's not. So when that thing breaks up around him and he has to move, he's going to be able to move, but he's moving with a purpose. He's not moving to gain yards or to rush or anything like that. He's moving to give his receivers a little bit more of a chance to get open for him. And if it don't work, he's going to make a good decision. And get rid of the ball. Does he sometimes make a bad decision and try to force a ball when he moves? Absolutely. Yes, but normally those plays don't result in pick sixes or plays that's going to shorten the field for the defense. If he makes that mistake, it's normally deep and give defense a field to play with, as where the last two quarterbacks did.
And honestly, if Will Howard is smart, he's absorbing and observing everything that Rodgers does.
Mm-hmm.
If he's smart, because at the very least, the man would be a capable backup quarterback.
Yeah, but this is what I always say: every generation of quarterback is different.
Yeah,
every generation of quarterback. Some of them don't want to learn; they just feel like it's their time right now.
Right.
and they're
Yeah.
gonna want to go in and do what they want to do, and that don't always translate to being successful in the NFL because a lot of them don't understand that the speed of the game is much faster than college. It's
And
Way faster.
faster. It's faster in college than it was in high school, and they've adapted to that. But then when you get professionals, it goes another level, and they
Double.
don't understand that level yet, and it takes you a little bit
and
Mhm.
to
hopefully,
understand that level.
hopefully the humbleness of not being picked in the first round, first or second round, because it got to be humbling to be a college football athlete, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
You have a team that
You the
dominated,
man.
not just you the man, but you were on a team that dominated college football last
Yes.
season.
You talking
Yes.
about Will. You talking about
You're on
Will
a team
Howard.
that dominated college football last year. Won the national championship. The highest you can get in college football. And
Mhm.
yes, you got drafted and you're in the NFL. But the humbling thing was you went first one out.
Well, and me being a coach, I try to relay this message to kids that if you continue on in sports, you're gonna be a freshman at 3 different stops. You're a freshman in high school, you're a freshman in college, and God willing, if you get to the NFL, you're gonna become a freshman again. So
Yep.
all those learning curves have to start over.
Yeah.
Because when you're a
Everyone.
freshman, you don't know anything about high school football.
Mm-mm.
You have to observe, learn, grow. When you get to college, it's the same thing. You're a freshman. There's people that's been there before you that have laid the groundwork. So you have to learn, observe, and grow. And
Mhm.
now
There's a
you get to the NFL, that process starts all over again.
there's a
Yep.
reason why Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, and those guys are all-time greats, but they weren't first round draft picks.
Right. And I mean, you can throw Brett Favre in there.
Yeah.
You can throw a lot of quarterbacks in there. But
Because
the one thing that they had was the ability to adapt
right.
and
Yes.
longevity and
Everybody is
understand what
not
they bring
going
to the
to
game.
everybody is not going to be, and it's still to be determined on some of these cats. Patrick Mahomes don't come along every day.
Mhm.
And Lamar's don't come along every day. But look at guys like Lamar and Josh Allen and Joe Burrows. As high picks as they were, as great as they were coming out of college and into the NFL, they're
Mhm.
still fighting, trying to get the ultimate goal where guys like Jalen Hurts gets drafted late and has appeared in 2 Super Bowls and won one.
Yeah.
Yep. My prime example that I use to everybody is Cam Newton.
Mhm.
Cam Newton left college with everything: size, speed, strength, the body, the arm,
Mhm.
and got to the league and didn't mature with the league.
He
He
didn't.
had his one good year and he played lights out, but then there was no growth after that. There was no maturity, there was no expansion, there was no anything that kept him in the league to do everything he needed,
Nothing.
And nothing against Cam Newton. Cam Newton was a great quarterback in college.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mhm.
he had some great moments in the NFL,
Yep.
but he didn't have enough moments
Right.
to keep him going. And that's what sports unfortunately has become. You have to keep having moments where you can show how good you are, because once those moments start disappearing, you start disappearing.
Right.
And that's what
Yep.
happened to Cam Newton. That's what happened to Colin Kaepernick. He
Mhm.
had a moment, and then he didn't
Yeah.
keep having moments. So when your moments end,
Yeah, people like to, right. You are exactly right. People like to pinpoint the whole that the kneeling is what killed Colin Kaepernick. No, he was on his way out before he kneeled.
yeah, he had the one good year, and then the moments start dwindling. He wasn't having the
Mhm.
moments. He wasn't doing the good things that can keep you in the league. The
Right.
kneeling thing was after those moments were gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if you still having those moments, don't nobody give a damn if you kneel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was the elephant in the room that nobody wanted to
Yeah.
address.
And then he had opportunity to go. They had camp. They was that Stephen A. Somebody set him up some workouts with the NFL and everything, and he refused to go to that facility to work out and stuff. Now that's on him, man. He pissed off a great opportunity, man.
You know
And
why he didn't do it? You want to know why he didn't do that?
I'm curious. I always try to figure out why this man didn't do that.
I can tell you why that man didn't go do that.
I want to know why.
Because he knew he didn't have it anymore.
And the game passes these guys by, man.
The game had passed him by. He knew that he really can't. He knew that he really couldn't compete on the level they wanted to, and the NFL was throwing him a bone.
Yeah.
They said
they did it to save face for real. And when he didn't show up, that was then the NFL could say, "We told you he wasn't interested in playing no football." That's what the NFL. That's what their thing. We told you he wasn't NFL.
The NFL made the effort, and he didn't capitalize on it because the game don't stop moving for you. And after he had his moment and he couldn't get where he wanted to get, his decline was happening really fast.
It was a rapid decline.
And then if you can't get it to rise as fast as it declines, the league gobbles you up and you're done.
They do.
And the reality.
That's where he was headed. And that was the reality.
Nobody wants to. That's the reality. Nobody wants to really.
Yeah, I mean, you can talk about the kneeling. Everybody in the NFL has something they do, shoes, beliefs, everything. But those guys are still there.
Hey, man,
because their moments are still going.
Yep.
Look at everything.
Jeremy just dropped in a comment. I can't agree with y'all on that one. He was better than at least 12 other quarterbacks in the league at that time, but he did overplay his hand too. He probably, I think he was better than a lot of those quarterbacks.
But I'm gonna say this: he might have been, but he wasn't having moments that made him look like he was better than those 12. Those other 12 were still having moments. It's about the moments. He had the opportunity, but he didn't capitalize on the moment.
Remember
and I agree with Jeremy. I still think there's quarterbacks that he was better than.
Yeah, absolutely. Quarterbacks that he was better,
but he wasn't having the moments.
Right. You
gotta keep having moments in the NFL.
You have to.
You can't go backwards. You cannot go backwards. Once you go to the Super Bowl, right? Once you lead a team to the Super Bowl, you can't start not making the playoffs. You cannot start.
Once you lead the team to the Super Bowl, a bare minimum is making the playoffs every year. That's just a bare minimum. Once you lead the team to the Super Bowl, you got to make the playoffs each year.
You got to have moments. You got to have these. You got to have these games and stuff that put you that keep you relevant.
Those games that just set you apart. Like, okay, everybody know when certain QBs and people in the game have that game. Everybody knows that game. You look at basketball. That what was that? That 60-something Jordan dropped against the Celtics. It was that game. When Kobe hit that 81, it was that game. When Steph rained out all those threes and it was that game. So everybody has that game that just catapults them to basically like, okay, he is him. He had that game. So
So you can't like the reality of it is that Joe Burrow got to the Super Bowl early, right? He lost, but Joe Burrow is still having moments.
Yes. Yes.
Joe Burrow is still having moments. Joe Burrow is playing like he played such lights out last year that he made the organization look bad for not taking care of the defensive side of the ball. He played so well that it made the organization look bad because they didn't have the defense set to a point to even meet him where he was playing at. He was doing so well offensively that it made the organization look bad on the defensive end. If you're not doing that as a quarterback, you got to make it so that even if your team is not making the playoffs or not doing this, that it don't look like it was because of you.
Yeah, and Jeremy just posted, why is Rodgers still in the league? Why is Flacco still in the league? Like, and why is Jameis Winston Hill still in the league? Like, even if they weren't starters, if he wasn't a starter, he wasn't bad enough to kick completely out the league. I mean,
Rodgers was having even after he won the Super Bowl and didn't go back.
Rodgers had moments. He had a lot of moments.
He was still having moments where he was putting the Cowboys out of the playoffs.
Even Jameis Winston was having moments.
Hey, even though Jameis Winston threw all them interceptions that year, hell, he led the NFL in touchdown passes.
He was still having moments.
He was having moments.
Flacco stepped in after
not playing football and led a team to winning games.
He stayed
not the last 3 seasons though.
Who?
He was talking about the last 3 seasons about Jameis, I guess.
But even
Jameis like playing in snow. So
even Jameis. Let's talk about Jameis. We laugh at him and everything else, right? But did Jameis really have a horrible season last year?
No, he didn't. Jameis really. Jameis is not a bad quarterback.
He stepped in.
He is a formidable backup, and he can step in and spot start when your starter goes down.
He stepped in after Deshaun Watson went down. And let's be real, before Deshaun Watson went down, Cleveland was going down bad. That season was going down the toilet.
Yeah.
Jameis came in and actually gave life to the Browns last year. So he was still having moments. If you go and look at Colin Kaepernick's last 11 starts before all that kneeling happened, I think he might have won 2 games.
Yeah. Jeremy just jumped in there. He said, my point, Flacco never got kicked out the league. Literally nobody even offered a backup spot for him. He talking about for Cap. Nobody offered him a backup spot.
Because he piled on the kneeling thing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That was the stance he took after not having moments. So now
you're a problem.
The league is looking at him like, now what is his agenda?
The agenda.
And now everybody is a little standoffish and are not really going to give him that. If it was just about football, he would have had another job. But then it became about something other than football.
Yeah.
Right. So when it became about something other than football, then now it's a problem. Now, see, the thing about it is they don't care. The reason why Tom Brady got slapped on the wrist for the Deflategate and all this other stuff, he got his little 4 games or whatever the case may be, because Tom Brady was still making the NFL money.
Making them a ton of money on top.
He was still making them a ton of money.
And to go back to what Jeremy was saying about him not getting jobs, the NFL will put up with certain problems. They'll deal with the drunk drivings, the domestic abuse. They'll deal with all that stuff because you can go rehab and get cleaned up from that type of stuff.
Right.
Where is Kaepernick gonna go get rehab and cleaned up for what his agenda was?
Yeah. So Jeremy just said
That's the difference.
he just said let's make sure we address it because let's make sure we address that because that played a part about his play. He said it's not his play. Y'all made it seem like it was about his play.
But
it ain't all about his play and everything. No. It's about his stances too.
No, it's all about his play. Because if his play is lights out, if he's having moments, the stance don't matter.
But then then we got to sit back and think if he's having moments. But like you said, what about those other 12 or 13 quarterbacks?
But
that
those other 12 or 13
quarterbacks
was not having moments.
But the thing is, do you think he could have came in and helped the team out?
Yes, I say that to this day. He could have helped out a lot of teams. But when your stance becomes bigger than your production, they don't need you.
That's a good point, Coach. When what you stand for becomes bigger than your productivity, you're not needed. It's just
and I think that's what hurt him. Nobody's knocking him for his stance.
Right.
But if you have that stance, you damn sure well better be playing pretty damn good if you gonna try to go against the league. Because if you look at the league every day, they have something.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want the guys to do this. They don't want them to do that. They don't want to do that. But they'll bend that rule if those guys are playing well.
Yeah.
They're not willing to bend rules for guys that they don't feel are going to be in the league very long.
You're right. It brings me back to the point. You got like that's just like if Steph Curry say, "Hey, you know what? I'm finna take a knee at for every game in the 2025-26 NBA season." They're not gonna say nothing to him because his body of work outshines his purpose and everything, and his productivity outshines his purpose. Just like when
the NBA, the whole NBA during the strike.
Yes. And you remember when was it Trayvon Martin or it was something when they had the shirts and stuff made, and then they all took them off and put them at center court and stuff.
Yeah. It's about you. LeBron was a part of all that. With the NBA. Did you see the NBA do anything about it? No, they kind of bent the rules a little bit for
it. They did.
What did they do? What did the NBA do? They start labeling the courts. Black Lives Matter. They start doing all this stuff.
They did.
The NFL in return, because of what Kaepernick did, they started having a crucial catch. They start having all these little labels to let everybody know that they're aware of everything that's going on.
Yep.
And what Colin Kaepernick was trying to do. They just put their own little spin on it so it don't damage what they're trying to do.
Prime example, right? What is one of the biggest honors after winning the championship for any team? One of the biggest things that they do?
Goes to the White House.
Steph and Steve Kerr and the rest of them pretty much gave Donald Trump the finger after they won that championship when Obama wasn't in office. And didn't go.
Ownership win because ownership gotta, why ownership went. Ownership went because hey, we gotta make this appearance.
But they didn't go. They went to a youth organization and took pictures with them when they were in DC.
They made the trip to DC, but they didn't go to the White House. Correct?
They didn't go to the White House. They played because it's always the game after they played The Wizards. It's somewhere around that game when
Mhm.
everybody goes to the White House in the NBA.
Gotcha.
And they just went and did something else. If Steph Curry is not being Steph Curry on the court, that would have been a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna do that because
Yeah.
Man, but like I
I'll
say,
be the first to say, all these leagues are hypocrites when it come to certain things.
Yeah.
They're gonna do what's gonna benefit them, and unfortunately, you have to be a guy that adds value to it.
that's it.
Because if not,
Hey, and
They're
one
gonna
thing, reason why I'm wearing this shirt right here, this is not representing the Pittsburgh Steelers. It represents the black and gold for Matthews Dickey Boys Club, the Bulldogs, baby. I just had to clear that up because I don't want people thinking I done jumped on the Pittsburgh Steelers bandwagon.
We know you haven't.
West 10 looked at me before he said, what, you got the Pittsburgh colors on? Nah, West, this is Matthew Dickey, baby. Matthew Dickey Bulldogs. Hey, man, one thing.
I got one thing to say about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all got one guy I like, and he from St. Louis. So don't ever get it twisted. I'm going to root for him, and that's it.
Him and him only, ain't you?
I hope he start, and I hope he protect Aaron Rodgers for about 3 games. Then I hope he protect whoever else come in there. Shout out to Garrett Warren, man. Hey, undrafted free agent from Lindenwood University, man.
There it is, man.
Hey, the Pittsburgh Steelers is in camp right now.
That's good, man. Hey, woman accuses Maxwell Harrison of sexual assault. If you guys don't know, Maxwell Harrison is the first-round draft pick by the Buffalo Bills. They corner out of the University of Kentucky. And a woman, an Ohio woman, is suing him, saying that he sexually assaulted her in 2021 when they were both at the University of Kentucky.
Man, I'm so tired of this.
Hey, man, she say that he sexually assaulted her. This man ain't even got his first NFL paycheck, man. Now he coming in to, oh my God, I cannot believe this, man.
I really get upset with stuff like this, man.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Yes, man.
It's too much. And I'm going to say this. If something did happen, sue him day one. Don't wait 3 years till he about to make some money and then want to sue him.
Yes.
If this happened in 2021 and this was already in the courts, I'm okay with it. But you're not going to keep being quiet until somebody going to make some money and then come forward. It's too much. I'm tired of it. It's just too much.
And he said, hey, Jeremy say, nice. Maxwell, good corner. He's nice. He is nice. Great athlete. He say these fellas better leave certain women alone. You gotta, hey man.
The problem I have.
He was in college. Now she was identified as Rebecca Hendricks. So they in college. So this is my thing. I'm gonna let you jump in there, CC, but this is my thing. They in college. You know, you 19, 20 years old in college.
You kicking it.
You kicking it, man. Hey, and the thing is, you may have slept with her, and you just like, okay, she was just, one and done and everything. You in college. You 19, 20. You're not finna be tied down to this one woman, and she ain't your soulmate. And she came in there and blew you on the first night. I'm just throwing it out there, man. And you like, I'm not finna marry her. I'm in it for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah, we got to stop letting these people do nasty work and then try to sue for it.
The problem I have with it is that when you hold on to stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you hold on to it, you hold on to it, you hold on to it, hold on to it, right?
Yeah.
First of all, like Coach said, if it happened, it should have been dealt with when it happened.
Day one.
Day
Day
one,
one.
halfway. Because here's the problem: if more things are dealt with on day one, then you don't have R. Kelly behind bars for life on RICO cases because he was
Yes.
allowed to roam free and repeatedly do the stuff that he did to multiple women.
And
Predat-
do what I'm
Predatorial
now
stuff.
terming nasty work.
Right.
I like that
So-
word,
That's
Coach.
my new
Nasty
term, nasty
Nasty
work.
work.
We gotta stop all this nasty work and
Because
not reporting it before it's happened. And she was in a relationship with the man for 11 years, but the nasty work started early. Let's not play.
right.
Uh-huh.
So,
So
I mean,
let's not wait and write books and do all this because now you feel like you're a victim. You might have been a victim, and I'm not saying that you're not a victim.
Uh-huh.
But come on, let's start nipping this nasty work in the bud right off the top.
but you know what the thing
Know
Yeah,
what's
man.
right and wrong.
And then
No,
and
no.
then Roger Goodell, he not knowing the facts. He's gonna just jump down and you got that's conduct detrimental to the league. You ain't even step foot in the league.
Right.
And I feel like they shouldn't be penalized or punished for whatever would happen in college years before they even got to the NFL and everything. But Zeke was a prime example. You remember when Zeke
and
had
Mixon.
his thing at Ohio State, and Mixon had his own thing at what's the name of what was Mixon at? Kentucky? I mean Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean when they had these instances and everything, and now they got to pay for it in the NFL. Come on, man. I mean
And also, I'm gonna need, especially now, right?
Uh-huh.
Especially now, we're like, there was a time frame where you didn't have as much exposure to things, and things didn't go viral, and internet and all this other stuff. You didn't have it, right?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna need for every young athlete, black or white, to start literally paying attention to this stuff. You gotta stop putting yourself in situations like this.
You know what, CC? Their mentality is this ain't gonna happen to me. I'm too smart for that.
But there have been enough. There have
Yes.
been enough cases, enough guys, black and white. Look at Giddey. Look at Josh Giddey in the NBA. Look at Josh Giddey. You can't tell me those allegations didn't have nothing to do with the fact that Giddey it was not a part of his championship team. They let him go because he had issues. He looked bad on the team. Look to Chicago. But these guys got to stop mixing it up with girls and putting themselves in questionable situations.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You got to stop putting yourself in questionable situations.
If you are an athlete and you are trying to make it, you have got to stop dealing with women who are seeking you out for profit.
Mm-hmm.
You as the person trying to make it, you have to seek women out that are not trying to profit, that are trying to be wives, mothers, those type of women to pursue your relationships with. You can't be out here just, oh, she cool, let me nasty work her. Oh, she cool, let me nasty work her.
Like Anthony Edwards, man.
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards just nasty working everybody, ain't?
You can't just be out here trying to nasty work everybody. At some point, you have to be trying to find someone with a future instead of just out here trying to profit off it.
Right.
Yeah. And that's what these young ladies go do, man. They go get out there and they see a meal ticket, man. They say, hey, I got this beautiful face. I got this great physique. Hey, only thing I gotta do is get out here and have a baby by him, and I don't gotta work no more the rest of my life.
But here's the flip side.
Uh-huh.
The person that you first get involved with, that may not be their intentions, but they got a broke ass girlfriend that's paying attention to what y'all doing.
Uh-huh.
And that's the one that's telling her, girl, he gonna be rich. You can get paid.
Have a baby. Just have his baby. That's all you gotta do.
So not only are you dealing with your future, but you got to understand who her fake ass friends are. If she dealing with a bunch of broke ass, no,
Uh-huh.
no,
I know you want to say it, Coach. I know you hold back and say it.
Broke people that ain't trying to do nothing but just capitalize off other people, stay away from them.
Uh-huh.
Pay attention to their surroundings. If your girl got a bunch of friends that don't have boyfriends, you probably don't want to be around her. Because her circle is going to tell you everything you need to know.
Yep.
So start looking for people that's in relationships, that's got friends in relationships, because that's going to tell you a whole lot. Because if you're dealing with somebody with a bunch of friends that ain't doing nothing, they probably going to get you caught up somewhere.
Straight up jammed up. You right, Coach.
Yeah.
You right. Hey man, it that, like you say, that dirty, that what you call it, dirty, nasty work.
Nasty work. Yeah, it's like
that nasty work, man. Hey, but
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this again. I'm sick and tired of women just letting stuff go and letting it go long, because there was somebody that could have stopped something.
And trust me, I'm not knocking women. That's not my intentions for saying any of that. Because there are some predatory men out here that don't do the right thing either. I.e. Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer.
Justin Tucker.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson, Ray Rice, and the list goes on and on.
But you know the problem I have is, go ahead, Coach.
But you gotta understand both men and women. You can't be out here just nasty working the whole crowd, because that's gonna get you caught up.
No,
like the young lady that dealt with Trevor Bauer, who's now his agent or whatever. However, everybody talking about he deserved to be in the league. No, he don't. No, he don't. Because the man is a predator. Yes. I don't give a damn how good he can pitch or how good he could pitch way back when. Everybody talking about, oh, he in the Mexican league and he got a great ERA in the Japanese league. Well, damn it, the guys in the Mexican league and the Japanese league don't even compare to the people in the Major League Baseball.
They don't.
Because only 2% of the Mexican league ever make it, and probably 6% of the Japanese make it. So don't give me this, he deserved to be in the league. He was a Cy Young winner. Hell, I was 120 pounds once before. I'm not now. Don't keep telling me what he was.
Right.
Because what he was a person that had some kind of moral standards before he got there. And then when he got a lot of money, he changed. So let him keep doing what he's doing. He deserves a job. Yes, he does. But Walmart is hiring. Costco, all these people are taking applications. Get your ass out there and get a job.
Yep.
Because you ain't playing baseball no more because of what you did. It ain't baseball blackballed you. Teams blackballed you. No, you know you did something wrong. You paid for it out of court because you don't want all the dirt to really come out. So leave it alone. Go
Right.
find something else to do.
Just find something else to do, man.
And
Man.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that stuff. Like, sorry, my car connected. That whole thing with Diddy, I believe everything that happened to Cassie happened. I believe that I believe that she really was. I believe that she was so engulfed in it and so groomed by it that it took her getting out away from him for it all to come for her to get clarity. She was so high and everything else that whole time she was with him. She was making bad choices. But you know what I also believe? I believe that there was somebody. I believe that there was somebody before Cassie that didn't say nothing.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you rich and you paying for people to come have sex with you, and you got people going to get them, your game weak as hell. I'm just gonna call it what it is.
Yeah.
You a sucker.
Hey man, like my boy
in the word is a sucker.
In the
He
words
making
of
all that money, and you gotta pay to have people come have sex with you. Man, get the hell out of here. You a sucker.
In the famous words of my boy Victor Swede, our Four Brothers, you don't pay a hoe to screw you, you pay her to leave. That's what you do, man. You don't pay her to have sex, you pay her to get up out of Dodge. Hey man, and you got, if you got a flaw, I guess we old school, coach. If you got to use your money to just try to get a woman in bed, man, you weak. Hey, if your money the money you got is the first thing you lead off with, you ain't got nothing. Hey, now you just setting a bad standard now. So now each of our dealings and our interactions is gonna be strictly transitional now. Yep. It's about money now. It's transitional now. It ain't no and then if you decide you want to catch feelings down the line, no, you made it about the transition. Yeah. So we're gonna keep this transitional.
And then you gonna fight them, kick them, all that shit to keep them there, man. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, look, does anybody think that Jordan was a choir boy?
No, we know Mike wasn't. Hey, Mike did his thing.
Mike did his thing, right?
Yes.
But Mike did his thing the right way.
He wasn't out here nasty working everybody.
And I'm telling you, another person that did his thing was my boy Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter did his thing, but Derek Jeter had some stipulations. When you come into his house, you got to check your cell phone got to be at the door. You can't bring no cell phones to Derek Jeter house. He had his security right there, making sure no cell phones enter that premise. Derek Jeter been with almost half of Hollywood.
But check this out. I'm gonna give you some other examples. Evander Holyfield.
Yes.
10 kids. Sean Kemp. 10 kids or more. I'll even go back and say Tiger Woods.
Uh-huh.
Do you see any of those guys having charges for their nasty work?
You got to throw Antonio Cromartie out there. He got 13 kids.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
All these athletes are doing this stuff, but this dude paying them, flying them in, doing all this stuff, and then you want to put your hands on them? Come on, man.
How many charges Nick Cannon got?
None. None, but he got about 17 kids. Nasty work.
Nasty work. But he ain't got no charge.
Work. He ain't got no charge.
Hey, you know who had the vote, who got accused of something and had the best line I've heard in a long time?
Who was that?
when they tried to accuse T.I. and Tiny, and T.I. didn't say, somebody asked him, well, why ain't you defending all this other stuff? He said, I'm not about to give you a blah, blah, blah description on what happens in my bedroom. I'm just going to say anything that happened in my bedroom happened with consensual adults. And that's it.
That's it. That's it. Hey, man, I got to ask y'all this before we touch on a little bit of baseball in this last boxing topic and we get out of here. That we kind of touched on it the other night, on Tuesday, but the governor approves funding for the new Brown Stadium. Like we were saying the other night, Cleveland's finna get a new stadium. They got man, you'd be surprised how much money that they allocated. They allocated around, they had set aside a $60 billion budget, and they get $600 million of unclaimed funds for the new Cleveland Brown Stadium. I was telling people the other night, like Chicago's finna get ready to build a new stadium out in the suburbs of Chicago and everything. And these owners are building these new stadiums because they realize how much money they're missing out on Super Bowl and everything.
I'm gonna speak on Chicago, man. Chicago has to, because it's cold enough in Chicago, and that stadium right off the lake, doesn't help them any, man. It doesn't help their fan support.
And you think about this: you build that stadium with the dome, retractable roof. Now you're able to host the Super Bowl. You're able to host national championship games. Chicago is a centralized location for Ohio State to get to, for Alabama to get to. For Georgia to get. Chicago is a major hub that people can fly into for a national championship game. And Ohio State, that's right around the corner from Ohio State. Notre Dame, that's right. You can, from Notre Dame to Chicago, that's an hour and a half drive. So, you got so many, that would just work out perfect, man. You get Super Bowl money. You can host other concert venues there. The stadium will pay for itself and everything. But Cleveland is doing the same thing. They say, hey, we may not make it to a Super Bowl, but damn it, we're going to host one. We get this new $6 billion stadium. We're gonna be able to hope. We may not make it to a Super Bowl, but we damn sure gonna host a Super Bowl and a national championship game.
Well, I hope that I hope that Cleveland gets the right people in their organization running that franchise, because their fan base is extremely loyal for all the crap that they have had to put up with.
They are.
And
they are.
And people say that Deion and Archie Manning and all these people are wrong for trying to dictate where their kids are going, but they're not. If I constantly, these kids are watching these organizations and programs. If you're not trying to build a winner and you are just putting mediocrity on the field and not trying to win, why would I want to go there? Why would I want to associate with that? And I feel that's what Cleveland is doing. Cleveland is getting by because their fans are so loyal and continue to come, but the management is not trying to put a quality product on the field.
Yeah.
Until some of the players and other people start saying, hey, we see what y'all doing, man. Y'all not trying, y'all just siphoning money out of this city. Y'all are not trying to do anything to better this team or this organization or anything. People are going to not want to go there.
They not going to want to go there.
And they're going to end up with a situation like, well, it's not the exact situation. I was going to say like Bidwell did here with the Cardinals, taking them out of here, but it wasn't because of the fans. He didn't want to be here.
Nope.
But eventually, when they start taking notice and they stop showing up or they make enough of a stink, then you gonna get these ownership groups doing things the right way. I just don't think the ownership group of Cleveland is doing things the right way.
No,
If-
they're not.
If you build a quality football program, that's gonna force the basketball program to to build a better program because it's all about the city
Yeah.
and the revenue. And then everything that you can put in Cleveland is gonna have to raise its level to help that city become what you want.
Yes. And you
So
said a
right-
good. Go
Right
ahead,
now,
Coach.
they got the Cavaliers that are trying to do that. But then across town, you got the Browns not doing anything. That don't work. They got to
And-
work together.
And at one point, you had the Cleveland Indians as well. That was the biggest buzz of the town. The Indians and the Cavaliers, because the city of Cleveland generated the majority of their revenue during basketball season when LeBron James was there. That's where they generated the bulk of their revenue and everything. And then when basketball season was over with, then you get that dead spot because at that time, this was before Tito came on. They was just drowning. The Cleveland baseball team wasn't good at all. And then you got everybody that was drowning, and then the Browns probably start off a couple games selling out, first couple games, and then after that, we the same old Browns.
Yeah, they
Man,
start putting bags back on their
bags back on their head and stuff, and just being an embarrassment. So, you gotta, like you say, they gotta generate the money there, man, and got to get the right people in place, man.
Because you see what happens once that starts happening, the fans get used to you losing. And then when you start losing in baseball, what you see? You see people at the baseball game with bags on their head.
Yep. and you know what funny thing you said there, Coach, is when Cleveland lost LeBron when he went down to Miami, and they start sucking them 2 seasons. They were sucking and everything before they got Kyrie. When you start seeing the fans in Cleveland put bags over their head at basketball games too, Coach.
Yeah.
That's the mentality it took on and everything, man.
Yeah, and these organizations just got to be better. And then you don't have situations like kids saying, well, I don't want to play for this group. I don't want to play for that group. I don't want my kid to go there. Like the gentleman that said he didn't want to be drafted by Utah. You don't know nothing about Utah. Why would you not want to go there?
Don't know nothing about them.
And then all of a sudden, he lands in Utah and he sees the scenery, and now all of a sudden he's had a complete change of heart of being in Utah.
You can't just jump out there and say one thing and then the whole nother thing is you can't do that, man. So
it's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. So, hey, man, we're gonna segue on over to my man, Mr. Clayton Kershaw. He's Major League Baseball 4th left-hander with 3,000 strikeouts, man. Huge accomplishment, man. That's solid. Well, he's already definitely Hall of Famer, but this just solidifies him. Any pitcher that throws 3,000, get 3,000 strikeouts, Hall of Famer. Now, let me see who's the other one. I know Randy Johnson is one of them too, right? Another one. I know Sandy Koufax is one of them. Who else is the other lefty with the 3,000 strikeouts? It's 4 of them. Randy Johnson, Sandy Koufax. Who is the other one? I'm trying to think. Who is the other lefty with 3,000 strikeouts? I cannot think of the 4th person. I'm trying to avoid looking it up. I'm trying to go off the top of my head, but I'm gonna have to look it up now. because I don't know who that. I don't know who that other.
Who you think it is?
Hold
You know who it is.
on. I said Randy Johnson.
Yep.
I said Sandy Koufax.
It's not Sandy Koufax.
Lefty.
I know
Randy.
who it is because I have a tie. Not
Philly. He was a Philly. Carlton. Steve Carlton.
Yep.
Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton, Randy Johnson, Clayton Kershaw. Another lefty.
Yep. CC Sabathia.
CC. Okay. CC was the other one, huh?
Yep.
And the previous people we discussed are all Hall of Famers.
Yep.
CC just got in this year. Is this year or last year? CC got in.
I think it was last year. But I mean, if this is the basis of him getting in, then he's gonna get in. Not that I didn't think he was gonna get in anyway, but I mean, this kind of made it. This was the last milestone that he really needed to hit to really ensure him of probably getting in.
And that right there should make him definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer, man, without a doubt, man. He should definitely be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
And he's had a lot of injuries, bro, to reach that. So I mean, it's been hard for him to get there, but
it has been a rough go at it, man, for the injuries and everything. If he avoided injuries, he would have hit this milestone years ago.
Yeah.
He would have easily hit it years ago, man. Because when he was on top of his game, man, Kershaw was willing and dealing, man. He was probably one of the best out there in the game, man. When you know every fifth day when he took the hill, hey, your bullpen was gonna get a good substantial amount of rest because he's gonna go at least 7 each start.
Right.
He was averaging at least 7 innings each start. So you know he's going to get you at least 7 innings. So congratulations to my man Clayton Kershaw for reaching 3,000 strikeouts, man. Yeah, he deserved it. He definitely deserved it. So big shout out to Clayton Kershaw. And then last thing, man, this is had me laughing because this is so stupid. Jake Paul, man, he is hinting he wants to fight Anthony Joshua in the sanctioned bout. What do you think about that, Coach?
I don't.
Clickbait, you think?
Man, they've allowed this dude to make way too much money already.
I love how Coach simply puts things.
I don't.
I don't.
Yeah, it's just a clickbait thing, man. That's all it is, man. It's just a straight up clickbait thing, man.
I ain't even call it a clickbait. It's just stupid.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't fought a real fighter yet. So let's not talk about him until if he wants to fight real boxers.
Yeah.
Don't come to me with who he wants to fight. I don't care who you want to fight. You want to fight somebody, line up some of these top guys that's in your weight division and fight them. Then you can go back to all the romper room fights you want.
Yeah, but I don't think he really wants to fight Anthony Joshua. He can make his mouth say one thing. But we talking about a former heavyweight champion of the world. 6'5", 6'6". Nah, he don't want to fight Anthony Joshua. I'm sorry. He don't want those problems, man. But hey, it makes for good entertainment. I can say that, man. I can say that. Man, big shout out to my boy Deontay Wilder, Bomb Squad. He came back. He fought, knocked out Terrell Herndon in his debut in the ring and everything, man.
Who is that?
Damn, coach. You gonna just do Bomb Squad like that, man?
I
Gotta
mean,
love Coach.
who is that?
It's the simplicity of it.
Who is Terrell Herndon, coach?
Right. I'm not being funny. Just who is he?
Hey, man. Hey, you can tell he was 24-5 when he fought Wilder with 15 knockouts. So basically nobody, coach.
He's fighting out of Tandy.
There you go.
He fighting out of Walls, so hey.
Yeah.
Fighting out of Gamble Center.
Yeah.
Man, what? Hey,
a win is a win, man. But come on, bro.
Hey, man, I think he took it just to get his legs back underneath him and everything. He wanted to get back in the mix.
I mean, he should, because the Irish Gypsy pummeled him so many times that that's not even a good fight no more.
Did you say the Irish Gypsy pummel? Next big fight that's coming up is September the 13th. Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Bud Crawford, man, for Alvarez's undisputed super middleweight championship. Before we get off here, I know Jeremy's a boxing fan too, man.
Bud Crawford.
Who you got, Coach? You got Bud beating Canelo?
Yep.
That's gonna be a good one, man. Put it like this,
And
Bud.
you know why I say that?
Why you say that, Coach?
Because he is a tactician.
Yes.
He is what you call a boxer.
Yes.
You don't go in there just trying to get off punches to raise punch stats.
Uh-huh.
He has a method. He has a report. He sticks to it. He systematically breaks you down till he beats you.
I agree with that.
If you allow him, which most people, I think, panic because everybody has a fear. When you losing, you become desperate.
Yeah.
And there's no need for him to be desperate because he's boxing you the way he needs to box you to beat you. And then when you used to having success and that success don't work against Bud Crawford, you start panicking. And then you start opening yourself up to other ways of getting beat. And then he systematically beats you down till he knocks you out or wins.
Yeah.
And I just think that's what's going to happen with Alvarez.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good fight, man. September 13th, man.
I think it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna probably be one of the better fights that we've had in a long time in boxing.
I think so too, Coach. I can really agree with you on that.
And
this is
truly what boxing needs.
They need one of those type of fights, man.
Yep, they really do.
Because then you got at the end, towards a couple weeks from Saturday, you got the return of Manny Pacquiao versus Mario Burrows. Pacquiao, 44 years old, man.
I spent over $4,000 on a.
What you think Pac should do, man?
Get on this podcast and stay his ass out the ring.
Yes, man. Yes. There's no need to. You don't got nothing to prove no more, man.
Manny, go back and run your country, man, and quit getting punched in the face before you lose all your memory.
That's it, man. There's no need. You don't got nothing else to prove, man. What else does he have to prove, man?
I mean, I understand he a warrior and all that, man, but even warriors suffer defeat and die.
Die in the ring, man. You're absolutely correct, Coach. What does that prove and how much that don't prove nothing? You die in the ring, man. And that could have been avoided.
I mean,
so I don't
know.
Manny
Pacquiao, man. This guys just got to find out when it's time to hang it up, man. Don't overstay your welcome.
Yes. Man, that's it, man.
But here, let me say this before we
go ahead, Coach,
or whatever we transition.
Go ahead, Coach.
What does he have in his life that is so that's lacking so much that makes him want to continue to fight?
I don't know. I mean, he got everything. What is he, like an ambassador, a big wig over in the Philippines or something?
Yeah, I think he mayor, governor, something with the Philippines, man.
Yes,
I
man.
mean, so to me, there's a disconnect somewhere. What is lacking so much in your life that you have to keep putting yourself in this situation where you have to go train?
He is the
where you
chair of
wanna
the
fight?
Senate. He is the chairman of the Senate Committee of the Philippines. And he's an ambassador of the Philippines. What? Why? Why put yourself in why, dog? Why, Maddie?
It's
I don't
not
know,
about
man.
money because he's made money. He's got money. I'm
Mhm.
sure what he's doing is giving him money. He's missing a pleasure somewhere, somehow, something,
He's 46 years old, man.
you know. And to me that's kind of disheartening that you can't find something else that gives you that same adrenaline as boxing to live your life doing, that you have to keep running yourself in here in harm's way at 46.
46, man. You should be enjoying the fruits of your labor, man.
Especially with all the money he's made boxing.
And the thing is, if you feel that edge or that itch, become a trainer. Train these younger guys and stuff, man. Open up your own gym.
Yeah, you
Do
can
that.
stay in the game without being in the game.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
still in the game without being in the game. I don't want to go face 104-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yes.
Hey,
At my age.
lunch.
What you say, see?
I gotta run my daughter to get lunch.
Well,
tell your daughter we said hello and have a
She
burger
finna get in
for us.
She finna get in the car.
She finna get in the
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Tell her thank you for going to lunch with you today.
And making your day. She
Right,
brightening your day.
I hope she pay for it because you
Right.
earned it.
You hear that? They hope you pay for lunch today.
Yeah, pay for your mama's lunch for being a fabulous lady and the first lady of No Balls, No Glory, and buy her lunch for once because she's been paying for you all her life.
Hook her up, Z. Hook her up. Hook mama up today.
All right, y'all.
Even if you don't get her some White Castles, man, get her some White. No, don't get her no White Castle. She be farting in that office and stuff, man. I don't want to do that.
No, just take care of her. Make sure she enjoy her lunch today.
That's it. Hey,
all
man.
Right, First Lady.
That's it, man. We finna go and peel on out of here, man. Coach, it was real, man. Thank you for jumping on with me, throwing me a lifeline, saving me from Jesus, because Jesus was gonna get me, huh, Coach? Throwing the blame on him.
Yeah, man. I had to jump in and say you. The water looked like it was getting ready to get real deep, and it was gonna get over your head, and you was gonna start drowning.
I love it, man.
I didn't want you to drown today.
Hey, man. Hey, before I get up out of here, man, tune in 7:00 Central Standard Time tonight to the Powwow with the Pals. And the topic tonight will be, oh my God, it's going to be a good topic. It's going to be, how do you still flirt while you're in marriage, while you're still married? How do you still flirt when you're married? So that's going to be a great topic tonight, 7:00 Central Standard Time.
I can tell you,
What's up,
tell
Coach?
you how the Pals do it. Chef
we
B
do?
say, get the hell out of my face. That's how she flirt with the people's champ, everybody. So join in and let her tell you in her own words. But I know how she do it. She say, people's champ, get the hell out of my face.
Man, on that note, we're going to slide out there. Check us out on Tuesday.
man.